Hello, it's another Monday, and what that means is that usually we make our podcast on this day. Thank you for always tuning into the Signature Podcast. I am your host, Elijah Elvis Kraftzmann, and I'm super excited to be sharing with you today on how to become a person of value. Now, the reason I chose this topic, is because in our age and time, people are beginning to lose personal value. And for you to thrive in your industry, for you to thrive in your field or sphere, you must become a person of value. Otherwise, your significance will not be felt, your impact will not be felt. So, how do you become a person of value? But before I go on to begin to give you tips on how to become a person of value and competence, I'd like you to understand that we humans are all valuable. All right. We are all valuable in our own degrees, in our own spheres. There is a place you would go to today, you'll be considered as a valuable person, as a resourceful person. And then you are thrown to another field, you become useless to them. You become unresourceful, right? Because of the environment you find yourself. But I want you to know that regardless of life challenges or experiences or the upheavals we experience in life, or no matter how humiliated or disdain you may feel about yourself, I want you to know that you are valuable because God, who is our creator, did not create junk. He didn't create you out of error. You're not a production error. You're not you were not born by mistake. God created you because you're a person of value. Before you were born, He knew you. He predestined you for a purpose. He gave you a destiny. And every single person He created in His image after His likeness. So it means that everyone created is of value, immense value, both to God and to humanity. All you need to do is to discover how valuable you are. But before I go on, I want to make this point. Your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Can I say that again? Your value does not decrease based on the inability of someone else to see your worth. If you understand this, you are going to be at peace with yourself. You're not going to be a people pleaser. You're not going to be running around trying to prove to everyone that you're a person of value, because one may consider you a person of value and the other may not. So the fact that someone is unable to see how valuable, resourceful that you are does not mean that you're not a person of value. So, but why is it important for you to become a person of value? It is important for us to become a people of value because it's going to change how you perceive yourself, even before how people perceive you. When you become a person of value, it's going to develop self-confidence in you. You're going to believe in yourself because you know your worth. It's going to create some sense of self-awareness in you. You know yourself. You know that you're a person of value. It's going to boost your self-esteem, your self-value, your self-worth. You're going to carry that consciousness with you. And the perception you have of yourself is the perception that people are going to have of you. So how you present yourself, how you showcase yourself, it's just exactly the way, or how others are going to perceive you. But much more important, uh, 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 when we're trying to compare how people perceive you, it is more important how you perceive yourself than how others perceive you. It is an utmost and ultimate importance for you to perceive yourself highly, to esteem yourself highly, not than others, but putting in so much value in yourself. Like I said, you might feel worthless to one person and you might feel priceless to another person. But no matter the circumstance, whether you're feeling worthless to someone else or priceless to another person, don't ever forget your worth and value. Let nothing take that away from you. Let not how people feel about you take away from you the consciousness of your self-worth and value. Whether you feel priceless to them, whether you feel worthless to them, you need to be aware of how much valuable of a person that you are. Now, it is natural for us human beings to have the urge of being accepted, you know, and the truth is one should not run after making changes in his behaviors merely to attain endorsement from others. Don't try to change who you are because you want to be perceived in a certain light. Sometimes you need to forget what you and others feel about you and remember what you deserve. Because we hold on to, what does he think about me? What is it? No, 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 no. Why not? Oh, when you know your self-worth, your self-value, some people might consider you to be proud. Some people might consider you to be arrogant, but it is not so. You are confident, confident in yourself, confident in your ability, confident in the values that you've developed over the years. Now, the question now is, how can one become a person of value? It is important that you improve, number one, your character. Character is the most important part of each person's personality, because if you have competence and you lack character, it will be a turn off for many people. No one would want to associate themselves with someone who is skillful but yet lacks integrity, lacks honesty, lacks loyalty, lacks respect. No, you need to work on your character, your attitude. It is through a character that people judge the traits and qualities of a person. So when you have virtues, when you have character, you're going to you know always find yourself in a place of recognition. If you have character, you're going to be valued. With your skill and competence, you get to places that you never imagined that you could get to. Another way to become a person of value is that you need to stop your chase for money. Stop worshiping money. Don't make money your God. My mentor, my boss, Dr. Elvis Abre, would always say that, one of the things that every entrepreneur, he talks about entrepreneur, but I think it is for every single person. One of the things that we must make our ultimate pursuit in life is value creation and not profit generation. Stop thinking, how much can I make from this person? How much can I make from this business? How much can I, make from this deal? Start thinking, how much value can I contribute? Can I make, to this organization? How much value can I provide to my customers? How much value can I provide to my world? When you begin to think in the light of value creation, I tell you, there is no limit to how much success, whether it is financial success, material success, that you will achieve for yourself. Stop your chase after money. I think we should learn to utilize money regularly, thinking of it as a servant. Otherwise, we become the servants of money. And when we become the servants of money, what happens to us? Our value begins to depreciate in the faces of people. Because when people perceive you as, this guy is a money monger, you're going to, when you have so much love for money, you might get into unlawful ways, illegitimate ways, or illegal ways of making money. So let money not be your utmost pursuit. Don't pursue hard after money. Otherwise, you come to realize that you have started worshiping money. And once you've started doing that, you lose value in the sight of others. Another thing you must do to become a person of value is to stop running after fame. Let it come naturally to you. Let it come naturally to you as a result of the things that you're doing to change your world, to reshape humanity, to impact the lives of people within your sphere or of influence. So when you begin to become a person of value and significance, automatically, naturally, trying to without trying to manipulate it, without trying to strategically pursue after it, it will come to you. All right. So if you want to become a person of value, stop your chase after fame. Running after your fame rather than achieving it can indeed get bombarded with disgrace. All right. Which is a person's value losing factor. So today, I encourage you, focus on creating value and living the life of significance and impact, so that automatically and naturally fame will come to you. Now, you need to learn to control your inner self before it controls you. We need to become the masters of our own self. in order to be able to be masters of others. Let he who wants to lead others, first of all, learn to lead themselves. You must have the ability to control yourself. Be a leader of yourself. Master the art of self leadership. Control your ego, control your emotions, and and stop exhibiting, toxic traits of pride, toxic traits of, emotional outbursts, maybe of anger, or depression. A lot of people say, when they get what they call mood swing, and it begins to determine how they interact with others. Let it not be like that. Learn to control yourself. Another way to become a person of value is learn to build network. Learn to build your network. No one likes, adding antisocial people. I have a friend that would say, "Me, I don't like to talk to people. I don't like to make new friends. I like my space. I like my comfort zone." That is good for you. But the truth is, you will not grow in your network if you don't intentionally network. And remember, it is your network that determines your net worth. So you must consciously, engage in active networking, because you don't know, you may never know that one network that one contact that you make or establish that will become the tipping point in your life. So you must engage in active social network. Let your network become wider, because with a wider network, your outreach will be good, and that means that you'll be making more progress in life. You'll be adding more value to people, because the larger the network, the larger your sphere of influence. So engage actively in what? Building your network. Another way to become a person of value is to have versatile knowledge. You must increase in knowledge. And how to become versatile in knowledge is by continuous self development. You must engage in active self development.